and welcome to OWXL League Season 3, Week 7 on Numbani. A bit of a late start here between Team 2K and Eternity eSports from the champion tier. Starting off again on Numbani here in Week 7. I think both teams are ready to go, so we get this started without delay. Coming into this game, Team 2K off their first win of the season, adopting an 0-5 record off of Atlas Egg, who dropped out, and coming in and getting a good win last week against Imperial. They dropped 3-3, and now Team 2K trying to get a second win in a row here against Eternity eSports, sitting close to the top of the table and trying to hold on to one of those upper spots. But won't really matter. All four teams from the champion tier will be in the playoffs, so just an opportunity for them to get a few more blows in before that starts in just a few weeks. But yeah, both teams ready to start, so we'll kick it off to Numbani without delay. It was Team 2K coming off a really strong win, like I said, against Imperial, and getting a win on Kings Row, actually, after a very strong defense. And yeah, it's a solid round for them, and another hybrid for them here. Expect them to do well on Numbani. Coming out here for Team 2K on the left. Okay, go Joshi on Soldier. They're in the mini Remasu on Genji. Kubito 4 away still, undecided. Winky Face Diva going Diva. It's Nika Lull on Mercy. Provi Gaming going Lucio. For the attackers, Eternity eSports, the red team. Copenhagen Cowboy playing Diva. Spook Off Mate on Winston. Soul is going Genji. Saratua on Tracer. Fumbles on Lucio. Just go on Mercy. Again, last week on Kings Row, good round for Team 2K. Able to get a really strong win there on that hybrid map, and look to do the same here. Defending first, I like the lineup from them. It was Kubito, I guess, not going Winston. 2-2-2 setup for them. And yeah, same on the other side. Nice to see Mercy still in a meta that's kind of shifting away from the prevalence of Mercy's and comms, kind of opening the door for more supports to come through with the multi-tank. It's a more traditional setup from both sides. Defending the left high ground, Team 2K trying to get damage in, but it'll be Eternity eSports just going around the back, kind of defensive right-hand side. 2K pivoting well, maintaining that high ground as they start to push through. Nobody falling just yet, but a bit of harassment coming in from the top. Soul's trying to get some damage in. Winky Face Diva healed well by Nika. On the Mercy, able to get the damage through and stay safe. It's a Joshi on the high ground, far side there, trying to kill a bit of space, but now getting harassed a little bit by Solus on the Genji for Eternity. Starting to maybe earn a little bit of percentage, but starting to fall as the attackers dropping in the feed, but the defenders as well. Both Mercies down for either side, and the attackers with shorter respawn to be persistent, try and get through. It's a pulse bomb, but now Remasu on Genji, going through with a Dragon Blade, getting one on Fumbles, good support kill, and it'll be Eternity eSports resetting. Strong defense and an early ultimate from Remasu on Genji. Able to kind of shut down that attack for them, and Eternity will come back through. They'll have Solus, Dragon Blade here in just a second. Copenhagen Cowboy could initiate with the Diva Bomb. There'll be a Sound Barrier coming up from Provi Gaming. The Fumbles as well, trying to get protection on both sides. Self-destruct coming through will connect on the Tracer on the other side. Now the Copenhagen Cowboy self-destruct lands, but I don't think it quite connects. Solus going through on the Dragon Blade for a couple, finds Joshi, but will get res. It's a good opportunity there for Nika to find some space and keep the defense strong. Tactical Visor now from Joshi, just trying to get as much damage in as possible and continue the stalls. The rest of the members of Team 2K come back. Provi Gaming and Cubito getting in the feed there, trying to get those kills. The attacker's still pretty strong on the point. It's a Primal Rage coming out here from Spooky, or from Spook Off rather. Trying to separate the defense a little bit. It's another Dragon Blade here coming from Remasu, able to grab Tua, trying to grab another Soulless dropping. That will wrap up another good defense from Team 2K. So a lot of ults used in that fight. It'll be a Winky Face Diva self-destruct that can come back through. Or rather, able to use that here shortly, probably within the next fight. Yeah, and self-destruct on the other side, Copenhagen Cowboy looking to build one as well, but it's been a really strong defense. We've seen full holds on a lot of these games this week so far. It's been a very difficult map to attack, and already the defense coming through and getting those kills. Remasu coming through and getting a good double in the feed, wraps up the final on Soulless for the effective triple coming back in, and the attackers once again have to reset.
My spirit grows strong. 30 seconds remaining.
Not a lot of time left on the clock. Here the timer there, 22 seconds now as they start to engage. Going to be 2 ultimates for the attackers. The Pulse Bomb coming through shortly. 3 ultimates, however, for the defense, and the Valkyrie on its way. Remasu can use another Dragon Blade, earning those so very quickly. Now the preemptive sound barrier coming from Pro V Gaming, just trying to keep the defense strong as the attack starts to engage in 6 seconds. It's Copenhagen Cowboy self-destruct comes through. Connects with Pro V, and now Remasu coming through for another couple kills. Dragon Blade has been very effective for them on this defense, and they're starting to wrap up here. Still a few ultimates for the defenders. They've got Cubito's Primal Rage as well as Copenhagen Cowboy now dropping on a mech in a tough spot. It's a Rocket Rush coming through, but a nice reflect there to take down that Pharah. The attackers now dropping very quickly, trying to get the res up. Won't quite connect. The overtime meter starts to tick down. It's just going to be a late delay here from start 2, but won't be able to get back to point. Round 1 ends with a full hold. And again, the side just kind of favors the defense. We've seen that quite a few times this week. Holding true here in the champion tier. A difficult position to attack, but just a tick needed for Team 2K to wrap up this first game. Really strong defense again from the initial side. And Eternity tried to come through a few different ways, but just good ult usage from the defenders, Team 2K, and focusing targets while able to take down the attack from Eternity. That has played really well this season.
Incoming in 30 seconds.
A single death can change everything.
Now coming in for the attackers, Joshi on Roadhog. Remasu switching to Lucio. Cubito for away on Reinhardt, Weak Face Diva. Probably going to switch off Widowmaker. Probably not even smart to call out this comp just yet because they're obviously going to switch. And Zack of Spades gets me on that also for calling out attack comps because they always do that to me. I think I'd catch on. Or the defender solo switching over to Kree from Genji, maybe expecting a fair on the other side. Nothing just yet for them. Winky Face Diva may switch to a different DPS with a good pull from Joshi as Remasu comes in and grabs that Soulless. A res comes in from Chesco just to keep that defender strong. Still a 6v6 for them, but the control point already halfway up to the good for Team 2K. A little bit scattered right now, and I think the high ground maintained by the defense. Be a quick cleanup from them. And yeah, that'll be a wrap up for Eternity. Good initial defense. Still just a tick needed, over 3 minutes on the clock. So if at first you don't succeed, and Team 2K again, no, they don't have very far to go, but that won't be helpful. Spook off getting an early kill on Ramasu, and they'll have to retreat to make sure they have a full 6 for this next engagement. Engaging and waiting for the Genji to catch them. The res coming through on fumbles, but actually Chesko paying for it, going down. Now they've lost that support as fumbles falls as well. This could be it for the attackers. Yeah, getting kills there is now they'll lose a tank. Winston, the only one left for them. It's going to be Spook off trying to find a little bit of space, but yeah, Shadow coming in for Kibito. The attack starts to build and just a pixel away or so of getting that checkpoint. And there it is for Team 2K. Quick cleanup for them. And yeah, taking the first point on Nubani after initial strong defense.
Play of the game.
Ramasu with quite a few of these Dragon Blades in the first round and really helping the defense clean up. Doing a really good job and seem to have one at least every single fight. Able to make the most of them. You see the kills there, and yeah, strong defensive effort from Team 2K. We'll get the map pick from Eternity eSports when we come back. And welcome back. Team 2K up 1-0 over Eternity eSports after a very strong defensive showing on the first round of Numbani to go on their attack, take it with just a tick, and now one game to the best of 3 series and take their second win of the season, coming up very strong. Obviously playing their first game last week after replacing Atlas A, coming in and showing they can hang with the teams in the champion tier, getting that first win and well on the way to the second. So Eternity eSports with the map pick coming up with Kings Row. Interesting they would go another hybrid, but something you kind of actually see a little more often in champion tier. Same 2 map types back to back. Strong pick from Eternity. Definitely feeling like they have an advantage here. They will be swapping sides though, so defending first and have an opportunity to do that full hold on 2K, force that third game. So let me swap the teams really quickly. I'll be right back with you.
Entering King's Row.
Alright, and back on King's Row again, the hyper pick coming out here from Eternity eSports. An interesting pick for them, but we'll be defending first, so could play to their advantage. Now coming out here for the defenders, Eternity eSports. It's Copenhagen Cowboy on Ariza, Spookoff mate on Roadhog. Solus presumably DPS. Saratu on Tracer, Fumbles, Lucio and Chesko on Mercy. For the attack, Quad Tank, Joshi on Zarya, Kane going Roadhog, Kibito on Diva, Winky Face Diva on Reinhardt, it's Nicolol, probably switching, Pro V Gaming going Lucio.
30 seconds. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
So waiting for the shield to go down, a good pull there from Kane, but now caught in a tough spot. Both defenders going down, Chesko and Kodak and Cowboy both dropping an aggressive attack coming in from Team 2K, wrapping up very quickly. And already with almost a tick on the point, just cleaning up the rest of the Eternity defenders. And yeah, strong attack from them. If they had seen the attack from Team 2K against Imperial on King's Row last week, they may not have gone with this map, but playing with fire a little bit and getting burned as 5 minutes and 45 seconds for Team 2K as they come to the streets phase will be difficult to contend with. Still coming out with an aggressive attack, the payload a little bit behind, letting the kind of support members grab it, maybe getting caught out here. Team 2K getting, losing a tank, Joshi dropping, and maybe a bit overextended. The defenders will take that as an opportunity to clean up the rest of the attack. Res comes in from Chesko onto Solus, and the defenders push right back. Regrouping, but not a lot of space to work with as the defense from Eternity has pushed up a little bit. Caught in the back, Winky Face Diva trying to snipe in behind the defense and gets caught by Solus. Deadeye coming through, tries to catch a couple. Shatter catches maybe a few as well, but Copenhagen Cowboy for the Eternity eSports here, just cleaning up in the feed. Solus getting a couple as well. And yeah, Team 2K able to take that first point, but finding it much more difficult to move the payload any further. Yeah, the defense just maintaining strength on the point. As the attack tries to come back through, Team 2K trying to find a little bit of space, but they do have a shorter respawn, so it could kind of work to their advantage. But I think Eternity is stalling them really well, but could get caught out. So definitely have time for more fights. Kind of just building all charge here. Kibito finally does fall. A sound barrier coming through from Pro V Gaming. Just it's both Lucios. Trying to keep their teams alive. And Kane subbing in now for Ramasu on the Roadhog, getting pulls left and right. Attack continues to push through the streets. It took them about, I guess, about 1 minute 45 seconds, I think, to get through that section. Just that first little portion, so a good stall from Eternity to eat some of the time off the clock. There'll be another contention from them before the B checkpoint. Joshi on Zarya charged up here, able to get damage through, and Spook will have to back off a little bit, getting healed well by his Mercy. Chesko kind of caught out as Fumbles falls. Now the only support, a good self-destruct coming through, combined with the Shatter to catch 2 for the attack. Deadeye will catch no one, however, behind that shield. But a save for Team 2K. Copenhagen Cowboy trying to stall, but will fall there. And yeah, very strong attack again from Team 2K. Time on the clock, 3 minutes and 20 seconds coming into B. Zartu trying to contend a little bit. Stalling, waiting for the rest of the defense. Fumbles on it as well. The rest of the defenders just leaving them behind though. And just conceding that point. Be a good pull again from Kane. Fumbles falls, and now it's a 6v4 coming into this next section. Obviously the defense will be able to get back to the point quickly, but difficult losing members early in a fight. Not engaging, maybe trying to prod for a little bit. Winky Face Diva able to catch Fumbles, however. Back in the fight, back down again. Graviton coming through will catch a couple both tanks, however the shield will prevent a lot of the damage, but Copenhagen will fall. Fumbles gets rezzed, however. Chesko in Valkyrie. Solus able to kick Kubido out of mech. But the attack still kind of pushing pretty strongly. A strong pin coming through, but getting protected really well with the kind of ally bubble from Zarya. Joshi playing that Zarya pretty well, and Spook kind of getting in the back with a lot of damage, but gets caught there, combined down well. And again, Team 2K just in a good spot here. Good Graviton over catches, I think 4 in there. And the Pulse Bomb will get 2. Joshi and Nika both falling. Spook gets rezzed back into the fight, and I think the attack with the disadvantage will have to back off. It was a strong Pulse Bomb Graviton combination from the defense. Yeah, and I think, actually, as I said, that the attack with way more members of the point looked like they were backing off a little bit, but coming back through and finding the room. And yeah, the defense trying to stall as long as possible. It's just Copenhagen Cowboy, but able to stay alive for the time being. As his team members start to come back, as a couple tanks. Spook back in it. It's another Graviton. The Sound Barrier may protect the defense just in time. Still a few kills though, as Josh is able to get damage in on that tank Spook. Another self-destruct tries to connect with a couple, doesn't really find anything. Oh, and a good boop onto Kane. Will take that tank out of the fight, but the attack's still pretty strong here. But not able to focus down the defense quite quickly enough. Fumble still bouncing around on the top of the Shatter. I don't think really connected with the way they wanted it to. Another fight really breaking out all over the place. Still 2 minutes and 30 seconds though for the attack, so the defense will have to continue this as long as possible. The Shatter there, catching 2, including Copenhagen Cowboy, but it'll be another self-destruct coming out, and just ultimates on either side. Now Nika falling, so the defenders may be able to start cleaning up here. Solo switching over to the Genji, has a Dragon Blade already, catches 1. Looking for another, but really just needs to get the damage in, does that, and you see the defense starting to clean up after that really lengthy attack. Team 2K finally retreating, 2 minutes for them. Close to a couple more ults, so yeah, definitely time to get this payload through. Ooh, chase down there. Solus in a tough spot for the defenders. Now the attack will use that to initiate 6v5 to them. And not very far to push the payload. They need to finish cleaning up the rest of this defense from Eternity. Another good Graviton, and good damage coming through from the entire Team 2K team. Able to grab a couple. And that may wrap it up for them. Self-destruct through the spawn door just to prevent any additional members coming through. It's just Solus on the Genji with the Sound Barrier trying to contest as long as possible. Finally falls. That'll be a cap for Team 2K on Kings Row. Again, risky pick from Eternity eSports. Going to another hybrid, especially this one, when the only footage you have of your opponent has them doing really well on this map, if they watched. But obviously rounds to play if they come through with just as strong of an attack, they can come and take this into multiple rounds, have an opportunity to still force that third game. Remains to be seen. Directly after this game will be a Challenger tier game between Desert Legion Gaming and Danny DeFito, which should also be a lot of fun. That tier pretty close to the playoffs, wide open. The race kind of in the center of the table, pretty tight. So it'll be an exciting game to cast. To be on this channel, but now coming out for the attack, Kobe and Cowboy switching to Zarya, Spook going Reinhardt, Solus on McCree, Zar2 on Tracer, Fumbles, Cheska filling in on supports, Lucio, Mercy, respectively. For the defense, Joshi on McCree, Kane on Mei, Kibito on Zarya, Winky Faced on Reinhardt, Nika, Mercy, and Profi Gaming on Lucio. No widow for the attack. The defenders kind of push up a little bit closer to the statue. You don't have to worry about that line of sight. Spook off falling immediately as the defense gets a good kill. Profi able to wrap up the final blow on Spook. Copenhagen Cowboy falls. Another tank gone for the attack. Starts to retreat. A strong defense again from Team 2K. On Numbani, the previous map, doing the full hold on first round. Able to wrap that up quickly on their attack. Attacking first here, completing the map, and now looking to defend well. A minute gone for Eternity eSports, but a lot of time to work with. Zar2, however, getting blocked off there. It's a 6v5 to them as Maywall works well to zone out that trace there, catch in behind. Winky Face Diva and Joshi getting in on the action to wrap up here in the hallway. Good shadow will catch most of the Eternity team, and yeah, we'll flex for that.
My ultimate is almost ready.
Are you chicken? Check this out.
Expecting to play the game there with C. Set for contention. It's been a strong defense again from Team 2K. 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Alternates for the attack, though. We should see them here. A few for the defense as well. A good stun. Catches Winky Face and tough spot. Good healing coming in from Nika. Preventing a lot of that coming through the Graviton, however. Catching a couple. Nothing really connecting as far as damage goes. And they'll survive for the time being. Solus with the Deadeye. Grabs Winky Face Diva. The shatter coming through with a fantastic wall from Kane on Mei, able to block out that Reinhardt from charging through, but now falls, able to get the Blizzard over off on the side here. We'll catch a couple, but I think now it may be Eternity wrapping up this point. Starting to get the kills to need. Spook off, getting a neat double, wrapping up a third there on the other support, and yeah, start to earn a little bit of percentage. Tick on for them, and they should wrap this up clean. 4 minutes on the clock, nothing to sneeze at. Coming out into the streets section, looking to push back the defense from Team 2K to make sure they have enough space to push the payload. 3 minutes and 54 seconds for them. And so ultimates for the attackers have a little bit of momentum. Solus and Zar2 are both under 10% away. We'll have 5 ultimates to come through here, and charging straight through, looking at time on the clock to outdo Team 2K in multiple rounds in what already has been an exciting King's Row. Now Graviton with another Maywall from Kane, able to block a lot of that damage. It's been really smart play for them. Sound barrier here from the attackers. Fumbles able to help them stay on their feet. The shadow coming through, Spook getting a couple kills. Frozen there, but back up his feet again. Good healing coming through from the supports. Cheska this time in the Mercy for just keeping Spook up on his feet. The attack continues to push through this center section. Again, that first point proving difficult, but able to kind of wrap up here. Now looking to push in through the B section. It'll be Team 2K contesting right here before the end. ultimate now. Graviton coming out from Kibito. You're going to catch a couple of the damage trying to come through, but Fumble's actually the one getting the kill from inside that Graviton. It's another Blizzard coming out from Kane to stop this attack in its tracks. Will get the stop in on Spook, and the damage will take him down. Chesko, however, again in a good position to get that res off and get back to safety. They're trying to go after that support, but not quite able to. But once again, having to retreat a little bit. Joshi now maybe in a tough spot in behind the back line. Maybe able to does get down there. Kane dropping, and it looks like Eternity will be able to cap this point. 3 minutes and 33 seconds for them. Definitely in a good spot. Soul is looking to get a kill. Finds one on Nika, and that's a good deadeye from them. They definitely have the advantage. Continuing to push this defense from Team 2K back and stacking them a little bit. All of them a little bit low, looking for some supports, quite literally. Joshi about half a good bubble from his Zarya. Won't save him completely, but Soul is dropping as well because both of his DPSers won't be on hand, but a res coming through. Chesko once again gets the attack back to 6. Graviton catches them again though. A sound barrier from Fumbles. We keep everybody safe. The Shadow doesn't quite connect. S3W7 does fall. I think we'll have the healing to stay up. And a Graviton coming the other direction will catch that tank. Pulse Bomb, double there from Pro V Gaming, Winky Face both falling. Even if the res does come through for Nika, it's not going to be able to, or Chesko rather, it wouldn't be able to res more than one. Continuing to push, actually will be able to get the res on Fumbles at the last minute. It's good timing from that Mercy, keeping them strong and trying to push back the defense as much as possible to switch to Winston on by Winky Face D.Va, trying to just kind of get the agility in and out, but does fall. Soul able to focus him down, combined with Fumbles on his Lucio, just dancing around the point. It looks like the attacker's still in a really good spot. They've got a lot of members that space themselves out well. Solus looks for another Deadeye, finds a second in a row on Nika. Now Solus falling. Josh able to get in behind and get the damage in they need. Chesko falling once more, and now just cleanup work coming in. And yeah, just too easy. Good wrap up from them, and this attack has been pretty strong. 1 minute and 55 seconds. Still disadvantaged in the time bank is Team 2K, but an opportunity to continue defending here and wrap up the game, knowing they've kind of dug in their heels a little bit. That could be optimistic. Josh getting pushed off the high ground, getting to his support again. Now coming in with a Dragon Blade, looking to catch a couple, may combine with the Graviton, does so. Pro V getting a little bit of credit in the feed as well. Damage coming through, and once again Team 2K cleaning up before that attack really even started. But maybe I tried to bait out a few ults as the attack from Eternity will have a couple as this next fight opens up. S3W7 with a Pulse Bomb, Fumbles very close to a sound barrier. Copenhagen Cowboy will have the Graviton Surge. Chesko just picked up that Valkyrie. Another strong attack for Eternity eSports. We'll see what they use here. The Valkyrie coming in to initiate. Just keep those deep runners a little bit bolstered. Spook going down, but has the Resonance Pocket. S3W7 able to take him back the other way. Winky Face D.Va falling. The second support is Kibito already fell. Trying to get the res through, but Nika finds a good spot. Winky Face back on feet. The fight here on the payload. Sound barrier coming through from Fumbles once more. Another Solus Deadeye grabs the support as a Graviton from Copenhagen Cowboy catches 3 or 4. Trying to clean up here. Eternity eSports doing quite well. It's a few defenders left for Team 2K trying to contest. Winky Faced falls there. It's just having Kane on Tracer. Trying to stall just as long as possible, but running out of time, 20 seconds for them. Looks like they may just cap it 0.22 meters away, and it couldn't be closer. Trying to take Team 2K out of the fight, but just continue to spill in defenders. Pulse Bomb will connect to it. Joshi falls for them, and now it's a Doomfist coming through from Winky Face D.Va trying to contest, but they get off the point, and now with a little bit of time on the clock, and it's Eternity eSports capping there, and disadvantage, but not out of it yet. A little bit of fight. Team 2K have a little bit of work to do if they want to take this game and the series. And Eternity trying to answer one back. So back to the start for round 3. Eternity eSports answering really well.
Piece of cake.
incoming in 30 seconds.
It's now for the defense team 2K. 2 minutes and 13 seconds for them, so they will defend this point for round 3 first. Okay, Joshi for Team 2K on McCree, Kane, Kengoing May, Cubido on Zarya, Winkyface Steve on Reinhardt, Nika, Proby Gaming again on supports, Mercy Lucio. For the attack, it's a 2-2-2 from them. Solace trying to get it on McCree once more. Kane's wall on May, just trying to block out the attack just a little bit. They'll come through aggressively here with the charge from Spook, maybe a little bit off target, but continuing to push a good pull onto Winkyface, good disadvantage the defense. But still moving slowly but surely onto the point. Nobody wanted to fall, but now Solus dropping for Eternity, and that could make it difficult for them. But now Nika falling as Solus back from the res means they could continue this attack. Spook able to get the better of his opposite Winkyface before falling. Kane trying to contest as long as possible, but it could be Eternity's point. Kane very low, is able to do an ice block to get a lot of that health back, and still a few members alive here for Team 2K. Another good pull from Copenhagen Cowboy. The Blizzard coming through from Kane. That's a fantastic ultimate just to zone out the rest of the attack. We'll see if they can get the damage through to kill them, but the Valkyrie from Chesko just really kind of keeping them alive. Bumbles and Solas both dropped. It will be a cleanup here for Team 2K, I think. Chesko able to get the res off, but a Deadeye will take him down. It's just the tank here. Just cleanup work for Team 2K. Wrap up this defense. And yeah, all to do here in round 4 to take it back. 2 minutes 13 seconds for them, and looking to clean up this series with a second game of the season.
Switching sides.
I think I run into that tree all the time. You know, Copenhagen Cowboy on the Roadhog for the defenders. 3 tanks, Spook off on Reinhardt, Solus on the Zarya. Zarya 2 going Tracer, fumbles, now switching Moira. Chesko on Mercy. For the attack, Team 2K, a lot of time to work with.
Attackers
Be a quad
incoming
tank for
in
them.
30
Nika,
seconds.
maybe going Anna. Could be switching Moira. I think it could be an Anna play. Interesting setup though with, there we go. Unless it would be an interesting attack pick for that, but again, killing me.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Attacking quickly, knowing they've got a few attacks to work with, looking to build some ultimates and pushing back the defenders here from Eternity eSports. Getting kills in early though, Chesko falling as support down for the defense. Eternity could be in a tough spot. Both down now, fumbles. They attack the supports really well. Continuing to get the kill, start to it now out of mech, and could start going south for them. Team 2K in a pretty good spot. And looking to clean up the rest of the Eternity defense. Overextended there, but has a shatter and just turns around and uses it immediately. Looks to catch a couple and does find Chesko. The res coming through onto Joshi now. Late graviton from Solus trying to catch a couple, but I don't know if they have the damage to clean up. Bumble's able to answer one back the other direction, but pretty much I think Team 2K has the advantage. Starting at the percentage now, you see at the top of the screen, and that will do it. It's a Team 2K victory in Week 7.
Play of the game.
Really good support play from Team 2K. An integral part of their victory here. Just able to stay on the feed, and there you go. Supports all around. Solid game from these teams. And yeah, that will do it. We'll get to kind of implications for that. As far as the standings go, won't change much for this tier, but we'll see where everybody falls. And yeah, look ahead to week 8 and head to the game after this one when we come back. So a solid win from Team 2K. That puts them up to 2-5, but again they inherited an 0-5 record, so really 2-0 in games played and playing well. They beat Imperial last week, now doing the same against Eternity. Big Throw's our next target in week 8. But again, all teams will make the playoffs here, so it's not hugely detrimental to Eternity eSports, who did start off the season really well. Currently sitting at 4-2, now dropping 4-3. Still been a good season for them, and had some solid wins. All these teams get to play each other quite a bit. 4 teams up there in an 8-week season means a lot of rotation, but so exciting nonetheless. I enjoyed doing those games, and a good win from Team 2K. A really good showing from them, and a fantastic addition to the league. But our game directly after this one, Desert Legion Gaming, sitting in 5th place, tied on points with Mjolnir, so really tied in 4th for that last playoff spot in Challenger, up against Dana DeFito, coming into the league and also playing well. Team 2K inheriting a bit of a negative record, but able to turn that around and definitely raising some eyebrows. So that should be a good game. We'll have Raging Bull casting with me, and that should be a lot of fun. So definitely could use his enthusiasm. I always enjoy that. But I think that will do it for us in this game. So stick around. We'll go to we'll go offline and then come back and just a little bit get the other teams in the lobby, and be right back with some more Friday Night OWXL action.